Welcome back to the channel. Yes, sir, boys and girls. This is a little look at BattlBox Mission 108. And like always, I'll start by saying I rate these on when I look at the stuff if I have a home for it. And I'm just going to say this is an awesome box. And remember, if you would like to give one of these a try, you can use code ebomey, and they'll take 15% off your subscription for that first month. Okay, let's get into it. It comes in 4 tiers. You got your basic, you have your advanced, you have your pro, and your pro plus boxes. If you signed up for just the basic box this month, it's still pretty cool. First item is from Revo, and it's the Canyon folder. Nothing special about the box, no information on it. Let's see, looks like the pocket clip could be changed. It's just would be left or right for a tip up. Aluminum scales. And it's one of the ones that, I mean, you can flip it with the thumb stud, but it has the little lock and unlock button here. So if you just press that, it is not assisted. It's just simply you're flicking it. And upon showing this to a few different people, it seems like that blade profile is a love it, or not really a hate it, but love it or leave it. I mean, it looks like it's kind of like somebody found a Tonto style and decided to smooth it off. For you stat freaks, it is 4 CR13 MOV steel blade, smooth button lock opening, aluminum scales, deep carry pocket clip, steel liners, and caged bearings. That is the Revo Canyon folder. Next, and maybe the only item in here that for sure I know I will be adding to my either an item for my other channel for the Battleship game, or one of the Patreon members. And I'm only saying this because I already have something just like this. And I know I don't need 2 of them, but they are cool. It is a tiny pump. You have your charging cable, the various adapters for everything from inflating to deflating, and a carry bag to put all of them in if you're going to put this in your camping gear. Has a built-in light, press and hold, and you got low, medium, and high, and off, and then double tap to turn the pump on. So, inlet, exhaust. Never thought about that. Maybe I should keep it as a duster for down here. Let's go. The Tiny Pump X. This was a staff recommended item this month. And the last thing in the basic box is another very cool item. And I do happen to have one of these. So this will probably turn into something that I can use as a gift for somebody, and it's kind of your old style compass, ranging distance. I think the little tabs here glow in the dark. I have to admit, I've always thought it was cool. My uncle had something just like this. Of course, he was a real outdoors person. Pack up and disappear. Of course, those were in the days where there was no such thing as GPS, cell phones, the internet, all that kind of stuff. Hell, when he was really into that, it was even before pagers, for God's sakes. But it's the Burton and 977 Lenstick compass. I think that's a cool item, and again, finding the ability to actually get everything that this has in it. I mean, it even has a scale on the side for maps. Something else that probably most people don't know anything about. That is your basic box. So if you signed up for the basic box, you would have received this month. The cost of the monthly box is $34.99, and they try to go for a value of $60 worth of stuff. They used to put all the prices of this stuff, so now you got to kind of take them at their word. Next is the advance box. There is one item this month, and I have to say, this is badass. This for sure will be going in a bag of stuff that I keep in my car. I have a setup like this that I built for my truck, and now I basically have to duplicate it. And I have to say, I think this is awesome. It's the Poseidon Nano. It is a charger for your phone. It is a wireless charger. So the only button on it is right here, the power button. When you press that, the bars light up to tell you what strength is left in your battery, and that is freaking awesome. And if you happen to have a case for your phone, or have a one of the ones where they have a plate on the back of it, it is magnetic, and it'll you can actually have it stick to your phone. I don't have anything like that on mine. The one time I tried that, evidently it wasn't designed for this setup, and my wireless charger took to not liking the combination. But this same thing, it's just I think it's just badass. I really think this is cool. It's very small. When it senses that it's not doing anything, it stops charging. They some of the stats for this, it was something like it could take a one heck of far fall. I don't remember even where I was reading that on here. Oh, the built to take drops from 50 feet. Small, lightweight, water resistant. So that is the Poseidon Nano. Definitely a badass thing. The cable, it just has the one port in the side that you can plug the cable in to charge it up. You know, the one thing I do not know, and I have not tried it yet, I'm assuming that it's only a one-way deal. So if your phone, the only people that are kind of screwed is if your phone does not have wireless charging. That is the advance box. Now the advance box is everything I've showed you up to this point in time, and if you wanted to go that route, you would pay you would pay $64.99, and they strive for $100 worth of stuff in them. Next, we go to the Pro Box. One item this month, and it's also a badass item. I actually have several of these in my bug out and camping kits, and I'm definitely not disappointed to get another one. The other two that I have are a little bit smaller, and this one's bigger. This one is a 24 fluid ounce, and what they are the grayer. I don't need to disconnect that one because I can show you my other one, which happens to be the exact same model and color. They are basically a press style filter. When you want to use it, pull the inner compartment out. Your collected water in here, there's a fill line to that point. So if you had to take water from the lake, from a stream, from a puddle, if you really had to, your filter cartridges obviously wouldn't last as long. But then all you do is you make sure that your arrow is from the closed just a half a turn, and then you would press this through, and it forces the contaminated water into the inside, and now you would have drinkable water. I think they're a great product. I have not had to replace a filter in mine. But it seems to me, I don't want to say a price on them, but the filters are relatively inexpensive. If you do a lot of scenarios where you're going to use something like that, you'd probably want to have a couple of extra filter cartridges on hand, but they do last a long time. And then again, the difference is, did you just take lake water or did you just take dirty puddle water? That is the Pro Box. If you signed up for the Pro Box, you'd get everything I've showed you up to this point in time, and that will run you $119.99. And they strive for $180 worth of stuff in that box. Now the Pro Plus. And when I heard that they had another knife from Real Steel, I was very excited because this would be my third Real Steel knife. One is one of my EDC knives. Even though this has been years of abuse, I gotta admit, it takes getting used to. It is a front flipper, so you basically flip it with your thumb and get your damn hand out of the way. Just an awesome knife. I absolutely love that. And then maybe 6 months later, they had another offering from Real Steel, and it was a fixed blade. And it is actually upstairs on my desk. It is one of my absolute favorite fixed blade. The size, the design, it's just Real Steel's great stuff. So when I heard about this, I was very excited. First thing I noticed when you open up the box is they send along a tool. Speaking of tools, if the camera will actually focus. Asking too much. So it has all the stuff that you would need to disassemble the knife. Specs on the knife, directions. This covers all of Real Steel's various knives for how to disassemble them, which I thought was kind of cool. Obviously you just need to figure out your own. And then get down here, and it had a cloth for it, which real steel on it. This one is the Seika Pro or Sacra Pro, and this is I actually went to look because I wanted to see what other offerings, like a better camera, that they had. Camera, you suck. Figure out where it's focusing and try to put the knife in that spot. Oh my god, useless. Thumb stud. Center of the thumb stud has a glow in the dark section, and another kind of like the other one, but if you pull back on this, it unlocks the blade. Again, you can just use the thumb stud, but if it's one of those things where you pull this out of your pocket, just oh, I could not be more disappointed in my camera right now. There we go. Wow, useless. I guess it's just. I guess it really likes the. Really likes the filter. It is a tip-up carry, and that can be reversed, left or right. I like the design in the blade. I'd like it even more if I could show you the design in the blade. Those titanium blue liner. A little jimping up front here. Just love the profile of this blade. And because of the titanium, it's if you're looking for a good light EDC knife, you might become a fan of this one. See, stats. The blade length is 3.1 inches. Closed, it is 4 inches. Open, it is 7.3 inches. Like I said, it has a glow in the dark on the thumb studs. It's a blue titanium coating. The blade steel is K110. G10 scales. Weighs 2.8 ounces. The locking system is considered a crossbar lock. And the designer has a name I'm not even going to attempt. I just love this knife. Yeah, I just can't see having this one sitting in the knife collection. I want to carry this knife. Yeah, you want to see some cool stuff. Do a search and look at all the rest of the products from God, what is the deal? All the rest of the products from Real Steel. Tell you what, camera, we might be taking a trip to the range if you don't decide to play it. Okay, and that is Mission 108. So if you would have signed up for the Pro Box, you would pay $169.99, and they strive for $287 worth of stuff in that box. As always, I more than welcome a comment down below telling me what you think of Mission 108 in case BattlBox stops over. Be nice for them to know what at least you guys think is the cool stuff. If you'd have been signed up for BattlBox this month, would you have liked Mission 108? I really like Mission 108. The filters are definitely a good thing to have. Like I said, I actually have a couple of the smaller ones, and now a couple of the bigger ones, and I'm just gonna have to decide which ones I have the space for. If I don't know, I think these ones are really badass, the 24-ounce ones. Again, a rehash, two knives this month. The compass, which evidently is lost. Okay. The compass, got the little pump. I have not used the one that I have. And wow, you know what? I actually have a scenario today that I might be able to put the one that I have to use. The Poseidon, I think this thing is just so slick. Definitely keeping that in my kit in my car. And I can't say enough about Real Steel and their knives. They're just sexy knives. Okay, and don't forget, if you'd like to try giving BattlBox a shot, use the code ebomey to save 15% off your first month. And I really been happy with the BattlBox. It's a cool bunch of people, and they continuously try to find the really cool items and useful items. If I did not receive mission 108 this month after seeing, if I would have seen a video and saw this knife, I'm telling you right now, I would have already purchased it. Love the Real Steel products. Okay, questions, comments, leave them down below. All the information is in the description box if you'd like to give them a try. If you sign up, next month, transmission falls out of your car, you can suspend your account. You can cancel at any time. And on that, I say cheers to you guys.